Ky, thank you so much for doing a Scarlet Sessions with us. You were our first one. How did it feel?
It was mega lit. Um, it was such a cute little environment, and it was much easier than like performing on stage, which gives me a lot of anxiety. So it was kind of a relief to be in like a quiet, carpeted place where I could play a little guitar.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. We worked hard on getting this place ready for this. Could you tell us a little bit more about yourself on campus?
Well, I have run on the cross country teams all 4 years and track teams for 3 years. I help lead the a cappella group, which is my pride and joy, Combrio. Shout out.
Shout out Combrio.
And I'm the editor of the Grinnell Review, so that one of those magazines floating around. I do that. And
What are your majors?
I'm majoring in English and concentrating in peace and conflict studies.
Oh wow, you're an English major?
I am an English major.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you mentioned to me before you played that you just started learning the guitar this semester or this year?
Yeah, so I started like taking lessons, I guess fall semester now, so a little bit longer. But when I was in Dublin studying abroad, I play the piano and the ukulele, and I didn't bring either of those items with me. And there was like no music instrument for me to play. So I thrifted a toy guitar and like restrung it with real strings and had like my nail file as a capo.
Oh my god, that's
and
awesome.
I learned like 4 chords, and that fulfilled me for like the entire semester.
Wow, that's like how the Beatles did it, like before like the internet, you know what I mean?
Sorry,
It's like
whatever.
they had to like figure wow.
Yeah. But it was nice to be able to like have some sort of musical goal while I was abroad.
Right. And you studied abroad what semester?
Spring 2024.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, spring 2024.
Awesome. And you were in Dublin, and that's where you found your first guitar from the thrift store?
$5 from €5, sorry, from a thrift store.
So you mentioned you play piano. Do you play anything else, or and you sing in Combrio?
I play the ukulele on and off. But you know, I feel like lots of people play the ukulele. It's a pretty easy instrument, but it's a good gateway drug to guitar.
Yeah. And how have you written music before? Because you did 3 original songs for us today. Have you always been writing music? And how did learning the guitar and then writing on the guitar, how did that change kind of your approach to writing music?
I've been writing music probably for a long time because I was a Hannah Montana obsessed child, and I was determined to be a pop star. So I usually write songs on the piano, like the keyboard. But all of those were ultra like sad, depressed girl in her bedroom vibes, which is like totally chill, totally okay. But I feel like that's not really the music I listen to. I listen to more like, I don't know, less piano, more guitar-based music. And
so did the guitar get you closer kind of to your influences? And then tell me a little bit more about who your influences are.
I think the guitar, I was talking to Maya Llewellyn the other day about this, about how
Shout out Maya.
Shout out Maya. About how writing on guitar is so much easier than writing on piano. And I can't really figure out why. Maybe it's because your hands are moving more, so your brain is working harder. But it's so much easier writing on guitar. And then, I think Maya is also a big influence of mine. She was part of the inspiration for the last song. She just writes so whimsy. So I wanted to sort of recreate that whimsy that she creates.
Yeah. Songwriting circle too. Maya runs the songwriting circle.
Yes.
Have you ever been to the songwriting circle?
I have not been, but I'm on the email list. Every time I always had like a race on Saturday.
Oh, right.
So I couldn't go. Yeah. But it's my goal to make it to at least one before the end of the semester.
Yeah. And in terms of other maybe, like you mentioned the music you listen to is on guitar. Are there like notable artists that have influenced you in your kind of style?
Yeah. I think most recently, I don't know if you listen to Role Model at all, but he came out with like an acoustic, sort of like more country-ish, but not entirely country album. And I was like, this is me. This is what I want. Because I feel like I lean towards like the folkier sort of twang, but not full twang.
You
You
could
know what I
say
mean?
he was a role model for you.
Yeah, role model's a role model for me.
Shout out role model.
But he broke up with one of my favorite YouTubers, Emma Chamberlain. So
Oh wow,
I don't know.
that's too bad.
Yeah.
And then I want to ask. You recorded this, and this was gonna go on the internet. What do you hope your songs maybe can, I don't know, show someone? Maybe if they're thinking about coming to Grinnell, or if they are a Grinnell student, or whoever they might be. What do you hope your songs can do for other people?
Maybe sort of have like a connection to Iowa, because as much as we're all like, I hate Grinnell, need to get out of here so bad.
Yeah.
There's something so beautiful about sitting on your porch, just thinking about like this random place that you ended up,
Yeah.
and get to sing about it and write about it.
All right. Rank the Iowa seasons.
Rank the Iowa seasons.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm from Arizona, so this is my first time experiencing seasons when I came here. Fall, number 1. What are the other ones?
Spring, summer, winter.
Oh gosh. Okay, fall, summer. This is from good to bad.
Yeah.
Fall, summer, spring, winter.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Yes.
That's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna pivot here. What are your plans for next year when you graduate?
OMG. Worst question
I know
ever.
it's a tough one, isn't it? I hate it too.
Well, I have recently been accepted into a graduate school.
Oh my God! Congratulations.
Thank you. And planning on hopefully going there if sort of money comes through.
Come through. Money.
So that will be exciting. Yeah.
Awesome. How do you see, as you graduate and move on, how do you see music in your life?
I think music has always been like important in my life, but it's been like a side thing, just as like an escape from kind of like the serious stuff that I experienced. And I want to have a future in like peace and conflict studies. And I feel like it's really important to have sort of separate hobbies.
Right.
Even while you're like studying or working in like areas of extreme violence and
so
things
it'll
like
always
that.
be an escape patch for you, music?
Yeah.
Personal kind of endeavor?
Yes.
That's awesome. I feel like music can do a lot for peace and conflict as well.
This is
hopefully.
true.
Yeah. And then last question I wanted to ask is, do you have any advice for soon-to-be Grinnellian, or a first year, or a Grinnellian that will be a Grinnellian in like 10 years? What do you have to say about Grinnell?
Well, number 1 advice I think would be to go to the student org fair. It's so lit there every year, and there's so many clubs, and I went my first year, and I've worked all the other years, and it's just so nice to meet people, because you meet people, you hang out.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just have to sign up for clubs.
Yeah. I feel like the way it typically works is like you sign up for like 15 email lists
Yeah.
or more, and then you don't go, and then you get annoyed at them in your email box.
I know. Yeah, but that's how I joined Con Brio Acapella my
Right.
first year, and I've been in it ever since, and those people are so special to me. So just I feel like, I don't know, the basics: join some clubs, make some friends. Yeah, it'll get you through like the winters
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming in for this session and for the interview. It was a pleasure to have you. And yeah, great music.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, SNB and KDIC.
You're welcome. All right. Thank you. Cut.